Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. I totally messed up on that whole rule of, what is it? Measure twice, cut once. I measured once, cut once, and had to cut again. That's alright though. I'm going to try to get some of this subfloor in on this off-grid cabin that we've been working on now for like a year. It's amazing how little extracurricular activities you can get done when you're working for a living. Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods Homestead. Hit that like and subscribe if you hadn't. And y'all, if you have, as always, we appreciate you. Y'all, I am realizing about now that I should have brought me a framing square up here when I laid down my first subfloor board, because I am off. But I'm not too worried about it because this is a subfloor. I just wanted something for plenty of load-bearing capacity, no flex in the floor when I go to put those 1-inch top dressing boards on. So I've got a nice substantial gap between board 2 and 3 here. No big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and nail this in place, and when I come back to put my actual floor down to walk on, you'll never see that, y'all. It'll cover up that imperfection perfectly. Swinging that hammer will wear you out quick. When I came up here to put the very first board in, I was about a week out of that last round of, let's see, what are you supposed to call it on here? I think I called it the dragon flu. That last round that I had of that, back before Thanksgiving. Y'all, it just about got me again. And it was all I could do to get one board in here. And I had to stop. I just couldn't drive that hammer. But this yellow pine, I started to say white pine, this yellow pine that I have built this whole thing out of, these floor joists are dry now, and they are so hard to drive a nail into. But that's good, that's what we want. But it's taken us, golly, we're a year into building this little old 10 by 10 storage building slash cabin up here on our property. And y'all, that's because we have to do the work whenever we have the time to give the time to this type of work, between milling for other people, running an excavator, doing firewood, gardening, all that stuff. Our goal was to have this thing done at the end of October of last year. That was a good goal, but it just didn't happen, y'all. And so, such is life. Sometimes things don't just happen. But I was on the computer the other day. I was like, I need to find me a job that gives me more free time, plenty of money, to where I can just spend more time on pet projects, vacations, things like that. And I'm like, what kind of job can do that for me? And it came back and said, that job's already taken. It's up in Washington. And y'all, I'm picking, but there's a lot of truth to that. How much is really getting done for us? I don't know. I don't think anybody does. And y'all, we're a homesteading channel, and y'all know that. And normally I don't talk about a bunch of stuff that's going on in the world and things like that, because you can find that pretty much anywhere. But occasionally there's a few things that I just want to comment on. And it's because it's what's on my mind. It may be on yours as well. Aside from growing your own food and running a mill and stuff like that, you know. And I talk about what's being done for us. And y'all, that is not my mission, to talk about what's being done for us in government, politics, and all that. The only mission that I have, honest to goodness, is to talk about things like this crack in this floor, this imperfection that I'm going to cover up with new floorboards, dressed nice and pretty. It will completely cover up that crack that looks like bull malarkey right now. And that crack is sin. And those boards that are going to cover it is Jesus. And so that's my mission, y'all, is to talk about those types of things when I have the opportunity. I'm not perfect, I'm not a preacher, nor am I qualified to be, and I have said that many times. And a lot of people that know me will be like, yeah, you're not qualified to be a preacher. No, I'm not, y'all. Everybody has stuff in the past, like this big old gaping crack right here, that they needed covered up. Thank God, mine got covered up. Come on. All right, well, that's a better start. Got 3 more in, got 2 hammered in. Y'all, that hammer gets heavy after a while going through this hard wood. But y'all, there's gonna be times on our channel that we talk about stuff that's going on in the world, because we are not living with our head in the sand. There's gonna be times that we don't talk about it. There's gonna be times we just show you how to do something. But we're mostly going to focus on that which brings us the joy that we have, and that is talking about Jesus. You can take it or leave it, y'all, free will, and we don't cram it down your throats, you know. We don't preach on every single video. I wouldn't really call this preaching. I'd just call this talking. So y'all, just a short little video for you. A little bit of cabin work. Some folks have been asking, when you gonna get back on that cabin? Well, a little bit at a time, y'all, until I find a job that gives me plenty of time off with plenty of extra pay for not really doing a lot of work. Then I'll be up here a lot, but I'm picking, y'all. But y'all, I am thankful for all of y'all that have tuned in. And as far as this political nightmare that we're living through, I don't know that that's ever going to be fixed. Our hope does not lie in a political figure of any kind. There is no Savior coming that hasn't already come, if that makes sense to you. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week, and Lord willing, and the creek don't rise too high, y'all, we'll see you on the next one.